things that shouldn't be and really aren't, but for some reason are, divisive, in addition to endeavors to be rationalized as okay and good, to the point of even being celebrated and made into political agendas with political identities. Number 1, Charlie Kirk's death. Number 2, Iryna Zarutska's death. I can't say her name right. 3, Raja Jackson's attack on wrestler Syko Stu. How in the world is this even a possibility, much less a reality? I mean, this is beyond me. We live in a world where there are actually opposing views supporting or against these things, when it should be very clear there should be only one view on all of these things, like objectively speaking, and thinking, like most people should, that these things are bad things. As such, there should be only one view on these things and events. Wrong has always been wrong. But in today's world, nope. This simply isn't the reality we live in anymore, because feelings are apparently more important than facts, morals, ethics, critical thinking, reason. But ironically enough, of course, facts don't give a damn about feelings. And as the mainstream saying goes nowadays, it's humanity versus insanity. And quite frankly, I hate mainstream cliche sayings, but for once it actually hits it right on the nail. Because we are having insanity versus humanity. Insanity versus sanity. It's true, it's actually accurate. It's not just hyperbole. This is real. This is actually happening. This is a real war that's occurring, not only intellectually, but physically. Insanity versus humanity. Insanity versus sanity. Logic and reason, critical thinking versus knee-jerk reactions and extremist ideologies / echo chambers and groupthink. It's always this versus that now. This versus that. For everything. It doesn't matter what it is. No matter how objectively fucked up it is, there's always going to be a them versus, or they versus them thing. He versus her. Her versus him. It's just like, it doesn't matter how egregious it is. There's never a unified, hey, that's wrong anymore. It's always people that either support it or are against it now. No matter what it is. No matter how wrong it is. Instead of a unified wrong is wrong, as it should be, especially for these three things, it just isn't there anymore. And so if there really is an end of days, then we're very much coming to it. If there's any good sign of it, it's current days. Things that shouldn't be controversial are, and actual controversial things are being made into this side versus that side, belief versus belief thing, when it should be condemned by all, universally agreed upon that certain things are bad and shouldn't happen, etc. This is why I'll always trust and enjoy the company of animals more than I ever will human beings. The majority of you people are too fucked in the head and emotionally driven, along with having extremist, led by emotions, ideologies. I've always been a person who has a no-nonsense kind of style. I'm very strict, I'm very like, fuck you and all that. But I even know when enough is enough. Whether it be about feminism, gynocentrism, or whatever topic I'm talking about that particular day. But I, for as long as I have been doing this, know when to stop. I know when enough is enough. And that humanity is more important than being right. Humanity is more important than political crap. I will always support freedom of expression even if I don't agree with people's beliefs. That is their right. And just as much as I have a right to call feminists batshit crazy, they have the right to spew their gender-biased, man-hating rhetoric. It is what it is, and I accept that. But at the end of the day, because of humanity, and because I'm not emotionally fucking unstable, and I have discipline and self-control, and I'm just a, good overall human being, I can, at the end of the day, stop talking about feminists versus this and me not liking feminists to even sitting down and having a drink with a feminist. Or, whatever thing I'm talking about. I can have a person on that particular side of the opposing view chill with me, and I can actually enjoy a good time with them, whether it's a feminist or whatever the hell, because at the end of the day, humanity is more important than me being right. You nowadays people can't seemingly grasp this concept, and now go out of their way to even kill people they disagree with, then actually go support it, celebrate it, and politicize it. Then have zero awareness of how fucked up they are for being like that. Because of how fucked in the head they are, and how desensitized they've become because of extremism, emotionalism, in addition to sensationalization from their emotionally driven beliefs, ideologies, and groupthink echo chambers. You nowadays people can't help but use the death of an innocent Ukrainian female to push political agendas, which is so completely unnecessary and unneeded. She was, just like Charlie, a human being who lost her life just as Charlie lost his life, and you people make a spectacle of it in the worst and most disrespectful ways. In addition to virtue signaling and disingenuousness of supposedly caring about this Ukrainian gal that died, when it's so obvious the only thing you fucked in the head people care about is political this or that crap, and then using her and her unfortunate public death as an excuse to attack other people and their beliefs and politics. You nowadays people don't have the moral, ethical, or intellectual capability of understanding that when someone makes a mistake, then goes and shakes the hand of the person they made the mistake towards, and then there's this supposed agreement that it's all good, as to say they cleared the air, then that later on blindsidingly assaulting someone to the point of almost murdering them inside of a professional wrestling ring is blatantly wrong and fucked up, and is in no way, shape, or form justifiable. But yet, you nowadays fuck-ups still find a way to justify these things, nevertheless, much less celebrate and support these things, and act like this is actually something that can be debatable, as if there can be a reasonable other side to this, other than being wrong, when it's so blatantly obvious that there is only one objective truth in fact, not subjective, but objective way to view these things for what they are, and it's only one word: wrong. You people wonder why the world is the way it is, and its people are the way that they are. It's because of people like you making it this way. You people are what's wrong with this world and are the problem. But you are too stupid and full of yourselves to realize it. There's a saying that I recently saw that sums it up so well. It is futile to try to talk facts and analysis to people who are enjoying a false sense of moral superiority in their ignorance. And that truly just sums it all up. We lead this world by example. What we allow will only continue, and it is up to you to decide exactly what that is. And that's all I'm going to leave this at. And that's my final thoughts and all I got left to say on this subject. Until next time.